How do you turn a quick doodle like this on an old scrap piece of paper into a work of art? With a doodle frame. Take a piece of paper that's roughly twice the size of your doodle and a different colour, and then place your doodle roughly in the middle of the paper. And the great thing about this is you don't have to be precise. And then just put a dot on each of the 4 corners of your doodle on the backing paper, like that, and then draw a box from each of the dots to the 4 corners. And again, doesn't have to be precise. This is just a guide mark. And then take a pair of scissors and just snip out each of those boxes. And just see if you can guess what it is I'm doing here. Again, you don't have to be accurate with this. And let's face it, nothing on Art Attack ever is it? There it is. I like doing things rough like this. Now, at this point, I've got a piece of paper like that with 4 flaps on it. And it doesn't matter about these marks, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a felt pen or coloured pencil that's the same colour as your paper, but a bit darker, and just draw some squiggles going backwards and forwards across each of the flaps. Again, you don't have to be neat, because it's a sort of, well, wood effect that I'm looking for. I'm just going backwards and forwards with the grain like that on the flaps. And then when you've done that, it looks a bit like cartoon wood, really, doesn't it? When you've done that, fold the flaps into the middle, very roughly. Turn that round, 1 in there, another 1 in there. I'm doing this very quickly just to show you, but you can take a bit of time over it and do it nice and carefully. And then when you've done that, open the flaps up, turn your paper over, and you have to be careful with this. Just very carefully roll a pencil very tightly, like that, into each of the 4 flaps. Just rolling it over, nice and tight, like that. Then do each of those 4 flaps. When you've done it, you will have something that looks remarkably like that. And then turn it over and just pull these rolls back in like that, where you roll the pencil in. Just put them into shape. And then just put it to one side and take your doodle and then just cut off 2 centimetres down one of the sides, and then another 2 centimetres down the top. Now again, you don't have to be accurate with this. Whatever you do, don't, just push that out of the way there, piece of paper fighting with me. Whatever you do, don't measure it with a ruler or try and do it too neatly, because the effect that I'm looking for, there you are, look at that, is a sort of wonky effect that looks like that. Then bring your frame back in and just put your picture onto your frame, glue it in position, and there you have a piece of zany art.
They are basically very simple. Just snip the corners out and roll the sides around a pencil. Oh yes, you should remember to take the pencils out.